The things you never forget. Last time I bound a man was 1917. That's not what I heard. Hey, what's up, Rock Lords? I am back with some new comic reviews for this week. I'm actually on time, I can't believe it. Welcome aboard. This is the Real Manos channel where I talk about all things geek. Pretty much. Well, the shit I care about. So, hey, I picked up some comics this week, and I can't believe it. I've been able to break my hold of Marvel and actually have 4 different comics from different companies. I picked up the last issue of the Wesley Dodds Sandman miniseries, Thundercats #2 from Dynamite, Transformers what issue are we on here? 6 from Skybound and Image, and here we go. We also got Helen of Wyndhorn from Dark Horse. I never read Dark Horse, so here we go. Let's start with my Wesley Dodds Sandman issue. Now, we're just going to be quick running, because this is the final issue in the miniseries, so I don't want to give too much away. But Wesley finally confronts Wheeler, the guy who's been behind the scenes of this whole mystery. And I'll I think I might do I'm planning a video reviewing the first story arc of Sandman Mystery Theater, and therefore I think I might do a video reviewing the most recent one, this one right here. So I'm going to be talking about all 6 issues, but this is actually the most personal any of his mysteries have really been. It's been specifically an attack on him. Maybe not attack on him, but he has been an important cog in this evildoer's plans. So anyway, they confront, and Wesley has like this attachment to him because he's the only real family he has left, and he holds back, which is probably not great because he beats the shit out of Wesley. And he is to be saved, of course, but let's see, only by the skin of his teeth. Good lord. So the art here is from, I didn't even talk about who did the book here. I kind of jumped into it. This is from Robert Venetti and Riley Rossmo doing the art. And Rossmo's art is just gorgeous. Let me just talk about that, because I don't want to talk too much about the spoilers in the plot, but his work is just absolutely beautiful right here. And it's got a lot of like energy, and it has still that kind of like 30s, 40s pulp feel. Really like it a lot. But I will spoil this. The last page, we get Wesley's first meeting with the Justice Society, who have been hearing about his adventures. I assume if this is still remotely connected to old continuity, Our Man is the first post-crisis run-in with Wesley Dodds. So he's probably gone back and going, hey, there's this guy in New York with a gas mask who actually is not bad at this shit. So anyway, I absolutely enjoyed this quite a bit, even though I'm watching my hero get the snot beat out of him the whole issue. Really, really good stuff. And him and Diana, just, of course, chef's kiss. Great couple. I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 Ram chips. If you were waiting for the trade or waiting for this to be wrapped up to pick it up, get it now. It's really, really good. All right. Let's jump over to Transformers! And this is from Daniel Warren Johnson. And I don't know when he's finishing up the art on his first arc. Do not remember. I know he's going to continue writing, which is great. Because his action is brutal. You know, I got to say, reading his book of Transformers, this feels the most like it felt when I first watched Transformers the movie from like 80, 86, 85 or something like that when it came out. That kind of like, oh my god, I can't believe they're going there. And Optimus gets critically injured, and this while fighting Devastator. I enjoy Optimus has fought Devastator a couple times, and you know what? kind of cool. I'm kind of enjoying that dynamic because he's such like a huge, gigantic beast, and Optimus kind of knows where to hit him. Meanwhile, Cliffjumper and Carly are fighting Starscream, and Carly does this fantastic thing where Starscream has Cliffjumper on the ropes, and she picks up one of the Autobot guns. I think it might be Cliffjumper's gun, and like puts all her weight into it and fires. It's really cool. Really great stuff, and there is a emotional sacrifice in order to save Optimus Prime's life, and a scene that really does invoke Optimus's death in the old series, in the old film. I won't really get into that, but it was fairly unexpected and so well done. I'm kind of all in on this series, if you hadn't noticed already. But I'm going to give this 5 out of 5 Ram chips. Really good stuff. Now let's go back to another 80s toy line that has a comic book, Thundercats. And this is from, the Clan Shelby, excuse me, and Drew Moss. And Drew's art, of course, shines as well. I love this opening page dream sequence of Lion-O seeing Jaga. And there's something that, Xavi's his writing, his script really kind of digs into, which he kind of hinted at in the first issue through all the introductions, is the character dynamics, and really does make a meal out of it this time around. And that Lion-O is he was like a third member of the Wily kids. He was just one of the kids, and now he's suddenly adult, and he's kind of distanced himself from them, which is really interesting. And Panthro is having trouble kind of like figuring out like how to like be a general, but he's also training Lion-O. Meanwhile, the leader of the mutants from Blundar has been kidnapped or captured or something like that. And we find this new character. There she goes. They find her in a storage unit in the mutants' ship, and Lion-O immediately takes to her, and Panthro is rather suspect of her, and we're kind of given reason to believe that on the last page with her and Lion-O confiding in each other, and we have this shot of Mumbra laughing. You're stuck here. So yeah, pretty damn good. I really enjoyed this. I actually like 2 better than 1, and I'm still gonna give it a stronger 4 out of 5 Ram chips, but I'm definitely recommending this. I think this is excellent stuff. 2 is really good. And I'm going to finish up with Helen of Wyndhorn, and this is from Dark Horse, and this is from Tom King. And Bill Quist Evely is doing the art, and I knew that this was some sort of like mystery kind of thing, and I didn't expect this to be the first page. And essentially, this young woman, Helen, whose father was a writer and whose grandfather also, I guess, was a writer too, doing a lot of like Conan the Barbarian type of fiction and stuff like that. Anyway, her father has died while she and him are on the road, out kind of traveling throughout the country. And Lilith is hired by her grandfather to go get her and bring her back to, the estate, and finds her in jail and like real drunk and kind of like a rebel and kind of clueless. And they finally get back to this estate. By the way, the art is gorgeous in this. One of my favorite pages is this, when they enter the giant opening room of the mansion, and Helen is like, holy Jesus fucking Christ. Like, her dad told her that he grew up in a big house, and she just assumed that was like, I don't know, 2 bedrooms and a bathroom? Okay, that sounds great. I mean, she's never known this world before. But let's see, this is actually told in retrospect in narration from Lilith, the woman who's supposed to be her governess and supposed to take care of her. And she's like drinking every day and going to bed, and she gets into bed with me claiming there's a monster outside her window, and like this is happening every night, and she's kind of like, the butler and I are getting really worried about her. So she goes and finds her one night, and she's being chased by a literal giant monster. It's so nicely done because it's so grounded in reality the way this is drawn and written up until then. Fantasy monster! And they're saved by the grandfather, who is this kind of elderly fantasy hero type of guy, apparently. So, and she is being interviewed in her old age by this young dude. And he's like, this is metaphorical, right? And she said, no, there's actual monsters. Okay, then we carry off to the next issue. So, pretty damn good start. I haven't read much Tom King lately in the last couple of years. But wow, this is nice to get back and read a non-DC, non-Marvel piece by him, and really loved it. 5 out of 5 Ram Chips. Great start. I'm going to continue reading this. And I think that's it for now. Let me know in the comments below what you read, and if you read any of these comics and you like them. I'd be happy to hear about it. Hit the notification bell, and for all things Manos, you can find me at Threads and Blue Sky and Instagram and Tumblr and Facebook and that other site. So let me know, and I guess I will talk to you later. Oh, and one more thing I forgot. I have a Patreon. You can support this channel and Manos Publishing at Patreon for just starting at $1 a month. And you get like awards and prizes and snacks and stuff like that. All right, now I'm done. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to get going, and I'm going to push the button.